So, we got a pretty good direct a few days ago. And while there were a lot of things we knew that were already coming out, such as Bayonetta, Harvestella, we knew that Breath of the Wild 2 was coming out sometime. It's been pushed back to next year. But it looks amazing. It looks so good. It looks so good. We got some new stuff. We got the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. It is now called Tears of the Kingdom, which I think is a very interesting name. I don't know what it means. I have no idea, but I can't wait to find out. We also got Fire Emblem Engage. I was not expecting a new mainline Fire Emblem game so soon. I was thinking maybe by the end of the year, but it doesn't just feel like it. It's been about a month since Fire Emblem Three Hopes was released. So it's very close off the heels of Three Hopes. We are, though, most certainly getting a new Fire Emblem game. Engage looks very interesting, and like a lot of people, one of my first thoughts upon watching the trailer and the premise of it, the main character and his allies can put rings on that let them channel the spirits and the power of heroes from previous Fire Emblem games. It felt a lot like Fire Emblem Heroes. That's what was going through my mind as I watched the trailer the first time. That this feels like Fire Emblem Heroes. That's not a bad thing. It may not necessarily be a good thing in the long run if this becomes a long-running staple of the franchise, but I don't think it will be. I think Engage will do it. I don't think the game after will. But we'll see. I mean, to be perfectly honest, they could take books from Fire Emblem Heroes and make entire games out of those books. Minus the Asker stuff. Asker could be its own game. Fire Emblem Heroes has made over $1 billion. So, linking the mainline titles to the mobile game makes a lot of sense. Because a lot of people are playing Fire Emblem Heroes, or enough people are playing Fire Emblem Heroes to spend over $1 billion in the game throughout its lifetime. And I believe it's still in the top 12 or so worldwide in terms of earnings. I think it's 10 or 11, somewhere around there. But, I mean, linking the two makes sense. It really does. Just bringing a feel from the mobile game into the main line. But at the same time, if you do that too much, Fire Emblem Heroes for its banners draws from the mainline games to give new characters. So would you run out of new characters if you keep rehashing old heroes? I think it's a minor problem for the game overall, because they can do so much. I mean, we had recently a Phantom Thieves banner, or a Theatrical Thieves banner in Fae, which, to be perfectly honest, the likely reason we had it was because Persona 5 is coming out on the Switch finally. That was revealed today. I'm pretty excited for that too. I'll get it when I can. There are a few games I've wanted recently that I just haven't been able to afford. But I'm most certainly not alone in that. So it's not the end of the world. I've still got a lot of games to play, and I'm quite happy with what I have. The story of Fire Emblem Engage takes place on the continent of Elios. You play as the divine dragon Alir, with red and blue hair. An interesting choice. The game itself feels very bright, and there's just this hopeful feel I get from it. I'm sure it'll have its dark moments, as Fire Emblem generally does have some very dark moments. There were some very dark moments in Three Houses, but there were also some very bright and cheery moments, some happy moments. Especially within the character interactions. But Elios just has... how can I put it? It just feels cheery to me. Maybe it's because I'm so excited for it. But you're on a continent comprised of a holy land in the center of four other kingdoms. And my guess is whatever church or religious group shepherds the religion of this land operates from the Holy Land as mediators for the kingdoms that surround it. Most likely, some of the kingdoms don't get along with each other. And it is entirely possible that whatever church that operates within the Holy Land of Elios isn't quite so nice either. Because that's a staple in Fire Emblem. Not every game, but in several games. In fighting within the church, a good group fighting back against corruption from someone who took power who should never have gotten power in the first place. We don't know a whole lot about Fire Emblem Engage right now. We really know next to nothing aside from the trailer. And I'm not one for big speculation. I'll play the game when I play it. I don't really want to pick apart the trailer too heavily, I want to see where the game goes when I finally get my hands on it. The same goes for Breath of the Wild 2, or rather, Tears of the Kingdom. That was a very mysterious trailer, and I don't know what to make of it. I really don't. It looks amazing. I'm super excited. I should be in a much better position financially to buy those games when they finally do come out. But for now, I'm glad they're not coming out anytime soon. As for the rest of the Direct, Bayonetta is a must-buy. I'm pretty interested in Harvestella. I've never played a life sim combined with a traditional RPG. It looks interesting. I'm definitely going to give that one a shot. Rune Factory looks good. I've never played Rune Factory. Which makes sense because I believe it's along the same lines as Harvestella. Farming sim. There were a bunch of farming sims. So much so that it became a bit of a meme in the YouTube comment section of the Nintendo Direct. Mario Kart is getting an update, which I'm looking forward to. I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart lately while I do Primal Dragon autoplays in Dragalia Lost. I was distantly hoping for some Dragalia Lost news, I'm not gonna lie. I had a tiny bit of hope, but when we didn't get any, I wasn't surprised. It is what it is. I think, and I may make a full video of this later, I know that Mario Kart Tour is getting rid of its gacha system and switching over to a shop that will rotate characters when something new comes out. You can buy it directly from the shop through in-game items you can freely collect in the game or pay for. It sounds similar to Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. I think that's the direction they're going with it. And that makes sense. I've been in a bit of denial in the past about just how exploitative gacha games are, because I was playing some gacha games that I really enjoyed, so I had some bias. But recently, watching the insanity surrounding Diablo Immortal and just how impossibly greedy that game is kind of jarred me back to reality a bit. And the gacha game genre at its core is extremely greedy. It is gambling. To a degree, I will say to a degree, because there are pity systems. You don't get a pity system in a casino. The casino has no pity for you whatsoever. And in a casino, though I've never actually been in one myself, I believe the saying is the house always wins. Whereas in a gacha game, if you're playing a good one, then you've got a chance to get what you want. Maybe not a great chance. Maybe you can only get one copy. But gacha games are still very greedy and exploitative. They most certainly can be. And I think Nintendo is trying to get away from gacha games. From the gacha model. They're trying to get away from the gambling model. That may not follow into Fire Emblem Heroes, because Fire Emblem Heroes has made over $1 billion. And Intelligent Systems is probably pretty happy with their current model, because it's working for them. But I wouldn't say Fire Emblem Heroes is as greedy as some of its competition. Not at all. That was a bit of a tangent. At any rate, thank you for listening. If you did, a like would be nice. I hope you have a wonderful day.